EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's not going anywhere to start tonight. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Jones on the return. Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Ready. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in Week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Okay. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey
with career touchdown number 70.
And the 49ers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown score or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments...
Taking it right down Broadway. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the 49ers have taken the lead.
Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Let's go. Right two.
They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a first down as well. The Seahawks at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Here's the option. Running right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
2nd and 11.
Got a man, that's Ayuk. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 15 yards there for number 15. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here we go. 2nd down and 3.
Ready? Looking to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. They're going to look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They go play action here on 1st down.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal? 3 straight incompletion.
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
And And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Ready. Watch out now. 50 feet. Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught at the 20.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the...
He's got a man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Back out there to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here. Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
A the gut, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Here's Jones. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Throw out wide to Walker.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
61 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Back to Walker on 1st down.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Now left side on the swing pass.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Ready?
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And some room to work. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Here we go. Back. Wide open. Strike. Strike.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4 down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Touchdown, Seahawks! From 8 yards out.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over them as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. The sack cost them only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Chase Young able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Oh, the return is Jones.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Okay, ready?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw here. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second down at 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Davis Price will try to pick it up. And this will be a Seahawks first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
First down, and they go right back to Davis Price.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Seahawks, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for